It's like red tape. It's like dealing with the government.
Dealing with the government. You know what the government doesn't really, one of the things that the government doesn't really watch?
What?
Unusual and interesting hobbies.
Oh, yeah,
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the Leisure Hub Podcast. We are your hosts, Justin and...
This is Pedro. I hope you guys been good. It's been a
while.
I don't know if it has.
I mean, I did that.
I don't know.
At the time of this, you're like, I don't know. Time is just all irrelevant to me. No, but like we've been trying to record more episodes, so we've just been kind of like grinding and grinding each other and just kind of trying to like.
We always grinding on each other.
Nice.
Nice.
Like Kevin from The Office. Nice. No, but we've been trying to record a lot of episodes so that way like we can just kind of edit them and then slowly roll them out because it's kind of a lengthy process to just do it week to week to week. It kind of gets a little stressful. How stressful can it get when you just do the podcast for free?
Stressful.
Life-threatening.
Yeah. I mean, we give it all.
That's
how much it means.
I sold my house. No, but Pedro and I we were thinking of we were like, hey, we cover a lot of our own personal hobbies. Why not cover some interesting hobbies that we might want to try? We found like a couple lists. We were scrolling through them and we found like a list of 51.
There's a lot of weird hobbies out there.
But they're interesting.
Yeah. They're
okay. He's like, I gotta choose my words very carefully.
Yeah, so there's 50, and I feel like, I mean, obviously we're not gonna share all of them. We just like
wait. No, we're doing all 50.
All 50?
All 50.
No, we're not. So we kind of like handpicked which hobbies we're gonna talk about, but like outside of these hobbies that we're gonna talk about, there's a lot of weird hobbies that
there's so many.
They're not even. I'm not even gonna say interesting because that's subjective. I'm talking about myself here, but. Some of these hobbies might seem like why, and people just get into stuff you can literally get into anything after seeing what's on this list. People can get into anything.
Anything can be a hobby.
Yeah.
And like that, I think you and I had a conversation about that one time before. It was like, like what constitutes a hobby, and it's honestly anything. Like anything you spend your time doing, like a large amount of your time doing. That's pretty much a hobby. Yeah. It can be anything like under the sun. So let's get started without further ado, because I know people are probably wondering what we picked ones that we thought we would do. Yeah. So, I'll let you go first.
I was about to say, okay. You want to start or I'll start, but I'll start.
And we'll pop up the link right here. boardpanda.com/weird-hobbies is the site we're referring to here.
Yeah, check it out. Because there's a lot.
there's a lot of interesting hobbies here.
So I'll start with so what you want to do one? I'll do one, then you do one, or you want me to do my first 5?
Going back to back.
Okay. So I'll start with mine. My first one that I picked. This was the most interesting. I kind of hear an echo. Do you hear that?
Yeah, because you're yelling.
Am I?
I think so.
That's crazy. Okay. Anyways, the first one I picked was element collecting. Like element, I mean, I talked about it with Justin and he thought it was like fire or water. I'm like, bro, you can't collect that shit. I mean, you can.
I'm sure people
can. You collect fire though?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So, but elements like the periodic table and everything. So I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky lately. And if you guys know No Man's Sky, there's a lot of elements in that game and the stuff that you can do is almost insane. And just the fact that you could collect elements and just like have it sit in,
Hold on. Sorry. Hold your thought.
Okay.
Guys, we're going to cut right here, but don't you worry. We'll be right back because I got to figure out this audio thing really quick. Okay. And we're back. Sorry for the debut. Oh, no, we're back.
We're back.
Cringe. No, we're back. All right, Pedro, you were talking about
so element collecting.
So
I was just talking about how I've been playing a lot of No Man's Sky lately, and like you can everything that you do it has to do with the elements. So yeah, that's where I left off.
You can bring the mic closer, like align it center with your face so you don't have to.
Yeah, but this thing is like hard. I have to.
Oh my God. It's just constant complaining with you. Pedro!
Is it all good?
Yeah.
Bro, I'm good. I think I'm good. All right. Are we good? Right. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good.
Are we live?
I just find it so interesting because I've always been like a science guy. I'm not like freaking Einstein, but you know, when you find stuff interesting, you find stuff interesting. You can find an NBA interesting and not be a basketball player. You get what I mean? So that's kind of my relationship with science. So science for me is like I'm not the smartest guy. I'm an average. I say I'm average, but I've always thought of science and people that deal with physics and people that, you know, are mathematicians, and I always admire them because like what they can do, even though I can't do them, but hey, I can admire, right? So element collecting, like just having collecting your own elements, you know, like even like a gold nugget and have it sitting there, you know, and then like
we're referring to specific to the periodic table, like
yes, I did say that before the cut. Yeah, I did say that before the cut. So yeah, like periodic table. I think I did. So I think it would be really cool, like to have like a nugget of uranium. Like that shit would be badass, you know?
It's like, oh, why do I got scales all over my body? Well, you have some uranium in a jar.
I think, yeah, it is an unusual hobby. I wouldn't see it as completely weird as far as weird goes.
Yeah,
I just think it's just something that is unknown.
How do you collect air?
We can't go. I mean,
you can. Yeah, you just.
I have it in my hands.
Hey, what about that H2O? H2O. That's a good H2O.
That's water.
Waterboy. If you guys don't know about that movie, Waterboy, Adam Sandler, great movie.
It's a good movie.
I mean, by all means, good movie. Anyway.
Okay.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it would be really cool. I actually didn't know that, you know, collecting elements was legal. For some reason, I thought it was like illegal.
Why would that be illegal?
I don't know. They're
I mean,
like,
collecting rainwater is illegal.
That shit.
Collecting rainwater is illegal in some states.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But yeah,
that's another conversation. I want to talk about that. But anyway.
But yeah, element collecting. That was my first one.
Yeah. I had yarn bombing.
Yeah, that was funny. Especially you have to show. I mean, you see it in the link. Sorry.
Well, I'm gonna pop all these up too.
But a lot of pops.
Yeah. But like yarn bombing is apparently about the same caliber as like graffiti. At least that's the description that I was reading in this article. It's similar to graffitiing, but with yarn. Imagine you walk out to your car and your whole car is wrapped around in yarn. Bro, that's so funny.
I'm walking home.
That's so funny. I would love to just do that to fuck with people.
No. You would love to do that to fuck with people, but what if it's done to you? You get out of work, tired of shit. You just want to get home.
It's just my car. Bro, you can take it off. Just grab some scissors and cut it through. But honestly, there's like by the time like you wrap a whole thing in yarn or anything else, it's like a work of art at that point. You take the picture and then you take the shit off. It's like, you know, when people decorate your desk at work or something like that for your birthday or for Christmas. It's cool for the moment, and you're like, wow, that's really great.
Take it down.
Okay, take this shit off. Okay, I'm done. But that, like, I don't know. There's something like I don't think I would actually sit there and like learn how to yarn just for the sake of fucking with people.
Yeah, true.
But I think if I knew how to like knit or something like that, I would do it.
See, that shit reminds me of like you know the stick it slips.
Stick it?
Yeah.
You mean Post-it notes?
Yeah, Post-it notes.
What the fuck is a stick-it note?
A Post-it note. Do you know how people used to do that? And like,
oh, they would do it on people's cars.
Yeah, they would do it on people's cars and stuff like that.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that.
Yeah, it's kind of like that. That's hilarious though. I think like that's like a tasteful prank. That's not like I think it's a tasteful prank. I mean, I don't know if people consider who actually participate in yarn bombing as, I don't know if they consider that like a prank. I wonder if they actually consider it a hobby. I'm sure they do.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
I see that. I get what you mean.
You know, like because like it's yarn bombing. Like I think the name itself has a connotation that you're doing it with the intention to some degree, like to mess with people. Not entirely. Because like have you ever seen like those? I mean, you're not on Instagram all that much, but some people will walk around, and you know those little slips in New York that you take off of a piece of paper that have like looking for like someone to talk to, and you pull the little tab. So some people, there's a couple of people that I've seen on Instagram that will redesign those. They're a graphic designer, and they'll go and redesign them, and then they'll put up the whole picture for them. So it's like kind of stuff like that. Like, I mean, that's more of like a harmless thing, you know? Right. But I kind of see it like that. Some people mess with people. Some people do it in a way like, hey, I'm helping people. They don't expect anything in return. They kind of just, I don't know. I just think like for some people, they would find yarn bombing as like, that was a good, funny little laugh. And then they'll kind of like, you know,
ride it off. They take it as a hobby. They take it serious.
Yeah. I would love to meet somebody who does yarn bombing as a hobby.
Just to see like their experience. Yeah. To be honest, I feel like I would want to meet like at least one person that does these hobbies, like, and just talk with them and how, let's see how deep they can go.
And then shit on them. Yeah. No, I'm kidding. Okay. What's your number 2?
All right. My number 2 is pocket cottages.
Pocket cottages.
Yeah. I don't know if you remember this one, but it looks like a tin can. It has a tin can and kind of like a scenery with a cottage inside. Yeah.
It's almost like an Altoids.
Yeah.
Like an Altoids container, and then you kind of like make a whole.
It's like it's like a overview, like a bird's eye view of like what a cottage scenery would look like.
I feel like that takes a lot of time.
That takes a lot of time, but like you could be so creative with that, you know? Yeah. I feel I know the picture shows like a river or something like that, and it has like a little cottage house.
Yeah, it has a little cottage.
But it is unusual. It is unusual, but it's I found it so interesting.
You know what this kind of reminds me of? It reminds me of I don't know what it's called. Is it a raritarium? It's a
terrarium?
A terrarium, yeah. Oh, man, why does it rare? But it's basically like that. You have like some people do it in light bulbs, like old light bulbs. Some people will do it in other containers. So it's kind of like that. I think what would be dope if you did a terrarium, but then you mixed what is this called again? Pocket cottage. If you mix the two, you used real elements like real wood to build the cottage. You used I mean, I don't think you could use water for this, but maybe you can.
I mean, if sorry, because I've actually been into terrarium.
Thank you for cutting me off.
No, I have to cut you off right there. Like, if it's glass, if it's like a glass.
I mean, you could do epoxy. Yeah, you could put water in, and you could do like an epoxy type of thing.
To make it look like water and shit.
Yeah, or you could use real water and then like have it in like a tube and then do it on I don't know, but you could use epoxy. Epoxy would be dope to make it look more like water,
like the river.
Yeah, the river, and then you grab like actual moss and you put it in the
fucking lit.
See these. I don't feel like they're all that weird. They're not unusual. They're kind of like of interesting, but of things that kind of already exist.
Yeah, I guess like we're kind of like exposing it at this point.
Because I mean, I know a lot of these things I've never really even heard of.
And I promise we'll get to some weird ones here. But yeah, pocket cottages, and also to be honest, the reason why I picked this one is just so I can talk about like the possibilities that you could do with this. Like, imagine making like a fall scenery, pocket cottage. Like with like fall colors.
Are you touching yourself? What are you doing?
I'm scratching. I had to scratch myself.
Ew.
It itches, bro. So or like a volcanic scenery.
That'd be dope.
You could do so much.
You can get actual lava and you can put it in the in the actual tank. My number 2 would be quarter piercing.
Oh, that was dope. I remember seeing that.
Still have gnats in here. They haven't gone away.
I see that, bro. It's like they're recreating.
They're like, where's Pedro?
Yeah, they
just gonna float around. But no, I don't think I've ever. This one's not weird either. I've never really seen it before. But essentially, I'm assuming you just cut out portions of a quarter, and like in some of the pictures that I'm seeing is like you have some people, like one guy did like an astronaut, this guy's collection cut out like a guitar, cut out like a horse and like a cowboy, the statue of liberty. Oh my god, I can't talk. Statue of Liberty, stuff like that.
It looks like it's like the actual quarter, and they just take out the like the sky or whatever negative space, the
negative background. Yeah. And then they kind of fill it in. I don't know what they use. Like it looks like, I mean, I
like the astronaut once looks filled in, but with like color or something.
The one with the Statue of Liberty is filled in. It has red, white, and blue in it. It looks, maybe that's epoxy.
Maybe.
Yeah.
It looks shiny like that, you know?
Yeah. But that's dope. I mean, like, I've never seen something like this. Again, I don't think it's really all that unusual or weird. I've never seen it before, but it's something that, like, you know, honestly, I feel like there's like a specific niche of people who would actually buy the stuff like that. Like, I feel like anything you make artsy wise, people will buy it of some sort. There's like,
just for a collection.
Yeah. There's a saying by Alan Watts. Anything that you're interested in, you can find others who are. So like I just kind of like assume that if you're interested in something, even if it's the most random possible thing that you can think of, like cloud watching, I'm sure that people.
Oh yeah, people do that shit. They just lay down and.
I'm sure people actually like do that, but like you'll always find somebody who's interested in something. So it's like, regardless of how weird it is, it's kind of like finding where you belong in the world a little bit. Kinda
and
like
it's
that.
Still finding, like, no matter how weird it gets, like still finding people that resonate with you.
Yeah, and that's honestly like that's kind of like what we're trying to do with the podcast in a way. In a way, it's like, you know, we're starting this podcast, we're meeting, like, we're obviously trying to get people exposed to it, and then we're obviously meeting a lot of you who we interact with. Spoiler alert, guest episode probably came out already, so go watch that.
That good.
But yeah, quarter piercing, that was my number 2.
Yeah, and the thing is, bro, like, I do want to extend this a little bit, because I was wondering, so you know how quarters in the back quarters, usually they have like a state, you know, Hawaii or Pennsylvania.
Oh yeah, like the collection book.
So let's say I do have this as a hobby, right? And I finished, I've done every state already. I think it would be cool if you want to expand on your hobby. It's like, bro, like, explore other coins from other countries and like collect them and actually do it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And then like you could even do it with like old coins. And you know what would be really badass if they can do it? Like, have them like
mix them together.
No, like gold coins from like way back, and actually it would kind of be like blasphemy at that point, because like you're I guess digging into history at that point, but at the same time it's still art on old ass coins. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I guess like you could do all kinds of things.
You know, it's funny that you bring that up, because there was an Instagram reel that I saw. There was this somebody had bought a home from like the late 1800s, and they were like power washing a lot of the dirt and grime off of the brick wall, and people were pissed. They're like, why would you do that? Stop. You're ruining like the aesthetics of the buildings from 1800s. It's a historical thing. Like, you shouldn't be able to have that if you're gonna just power wash it off. It's like,
it's my home.
They bought it. Like, I mean, I get it. There's like historical preservation.
Yeah.
But I mean, obviously, countries and different like communities will actively try to protect those things. So it's like, if it was a place that was going to be protected, it would have been done a while ago. So, but it's like, I get there's like a beauty in like seeing how preserving and keeping like the original value of it. But sometimes like you gotta bring like a little bit of old into a little bit of new, or even vice versa, a little new into some old. And that's an interesting point with the coins thing, P. Like I'm trying to think, like, I guess like
it's like preserving history is like cool.
Yeah.
But at the same time, it's like, bro, this is my home.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like my home was built in this, but at the same time, I gotta keep my home clean.
Yeah.
am I gonna let that history run?
You gotta make it the way you want.
Yeah.
But I think there are some right and wrong ways to fix up your house.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen people paint over brick. Like I feel like that's like, I'm not the biggest like remodeler or anything like that.
Them, bro?
I am judging them. You're an asshole if you do. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. No, but like if I don't know. I feel like just some things are just kind of like, oh yeah, why would you do that? Like,
yeah, brick just has that feel.
Yeah,
brick.
It's also like, would you spray paint your car just to change the color?
I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. Some people do. They a general consensus that I've seen from spray painting a car is that like they generally don't look all that good when people spray paint their car. Unless you know how to do it. When you know how to prime it, you know how to like coat it, you put a clear coat. If you know how to do that process, people make it look good.
Yeah.
But I've seen people like, you have a beater car, or it's your only car or whatever. You needed to get a new front fender or a new bumper.
Yeah.
Right. And you're like, it's just stock, so I need to spray paint it, and you can tell it's spray painted.
Yeah.
Like when you spray paint stuff, it's sticky. So when you touch it, and it's like, know what I mean?
It has a texture to it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think, there's definitely a way to spray paint your car if you're wanting to do that, but you have to know the whole process of doing it.
Yeah.
Similar to coin piercing or,
No, I feel that it's like you half-assing it.
Yeah. It's I just need this to look.
You can't say you spray painted your car. I mean, you can, but you're giving it a bad name to those who actually are willing to try and make it look good.
Yeah, exactly. What's your number 3?
Number 3 is stone skipping. So believe it or not.
How's that weird?
Huh?
How is that weird?
So
how is that weird?
So believe it or not, I did not know this was a hobby. Because why? Because stone skipping to me is just like, bro, I'm bored at the lake or something like that. I just pick up a stone.
We're not making fun of it, by the way.
No, we're not. I mean, it's just my dumbass perspective, right? So I laugh at everything. Yeah, I'm bored at a lake or something. I just pick up a stone. But you know what? I've seen like video reels of like people, I don't know, like world record skipping, and it's insane.
No, you haven't.
Dude, it's insane.
I've never seen.
I have seen it. But I did not know it was a hobby. I just thought it was like one dude that just like, that was his hobby.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's like, I'm like, wow, that's insane. But people actually like see this as a hobby. Like imagine, it's like, nah, bro. Oh, bro, do you want to come to lunch? Nah, bro, I got stone skipping at 3.
You know what I mean? It just sounds like it shouldn't.
Just come with.
Yeah, because I mean, it kind of just sounds like, if you ever go to a lake or you go, any body of water, you're like, oh, I'll just kind of skip it for fun, not just because I'm bored, like kind of like what you said, not because like I'm actually dedicating and setting time aside to actually do this. But like you said, there's people competitively doing that, right?
I think, bro, all I remember is I saw a video of like this guy like doing the world records of number of skips.
How many do you remember? Like how many skips it was?
That shit was wild, bro. I couldn't even count. Shit was wild.
See, that's the thing. Like people will perfect almost anything.
Yeah,
like crazy. If gaming wasn't evident enough of that, like have you seen like people who will, speedrunners, they literally perfect and break a game. That's what I love so much about speedrunning.
It's insane.
Is like
that's a hobby.
Oh, 100%. Like I think at that point it's not really gaming. It's like, you're trying to be as optimized, just
exploit the game as much as you can, like
be as optimized as possible, like that kind of jazz. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm not saying like they're not gamers or anything like that, because I'm sure they do genuinely love some of the games that they play. But from hearing some of the speedrunners talk, like some of them have played it over 100 times. That they're not even enjoying it anymore. Like some people hate the game that they're playing, like, or they just don't enjoy it anymore.
But they enjoy the whole process of speedrunning.
Yeah, they enjoy the process of speedrunning, but they don't enjoy the game. There's a couple speedrunners that I've watched.
That's the way to cope with it.
Yeah,
because I hate this game so much. I have to beat it as fast as I can.
But imagine playing the same game over and over, over 100 times.
If you do that, you're playing a different game. which they are.
Yeah.
That's funny.
You're not in it for the gameplay or story anymore. You're in it for a different.
Yeah.
And honestly, like, I commend those people, because those people are like, I don't mean they're insane, but like they're genuinely like fixated. Like they have a goal in mind. It's like, I need to beat this this world record. And it, like, I don't know, the skill and time and dedication and patience and discipline you need to have in order to just keep doing it. Because I know, like, I have like a whole stack of games and stuff like that from like PS5, PS3, PS4, PS2, and like half of those games I don't even go back to. I like, if I beat a game now, I beat it once and I don't touch it for months. I can't imagine going back or beating a game, playing it again, beating a game, and like it's not
exhausting.
Even it's not even just that, but like if you're trying to speed run and you fuck up in the middle of it, start over. Yeah, like you don't even like continue, like you just start over. That's dedication and a little bit of insanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's like we said, they're playing a whole different game.
Yeah, I'm gonna jump around here a little bit. I'm gonna say dirt polishing, and the only reason why I switched up a little bit is just to make it a little weird, because the one that I was gonna pick wasn't really that weird or unusual, but dirt polishing. Yep. Right there's a picture of what the final product of dirt polishing looks.
It's badass, bro.
It looks so dope. I mean, the name, I'm gonna be honest, no offense to anybody who actually does this. Yeah. But like the name dirt polishing sounds dumb as shit.
It sounds diminishing. It's like, yo, go ahead and polish some dirt.
Yeah. It's
and then you come up with that.
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna polish some fucking dirt. It's like, bro, come on, it's dirt. Yeah. But no, like how some of the end products look really, really dope.
They look like planets, bro.
They do look like planets.
And which is funny because, I mean, rocks and earth, they're made up of rocks and earth, basically.
I'm sorry, what?
Aren't they?
What?
Oh, and gases. I mean,
what, mud?
The planets. I'm talking. They look like planets.
They do look like planets. Yeah. Honestly, like when you look at the final product, I would never imagine that was actually dirt. Yeah. I would kind of think it. Yeah. It literally looks like a marble. Yeah. A marble with probably. I don't know what the process is. I'm super curious.
That's what I mean. It's like, I know this is we're just going through the list and stuff like that, but like that was the only one where I wanted to dig into like the process and like how,
shiny mud balls. Okay. Somebody broke this down into, there's a whole site. So if you're super interested in this, here's the link right here, muddyfaces.co.uk. I know how we feel about people in the UK, so I won't drag this on.
What?
Okay. What? So I'm just gonna read off. Okay, just rapid fire. Dig up some earth, sieve it through a garden sieve, and get rid of any stones. Take the handful of earth and put it into a container and add water to form a dough. Then you move the dough back and forth between your hands, squeezing it as you form it into a sphere. Sprinkle dry earth over the ball and gently wipe with the curve of the outside of your thumb. Rest the ball in a sealed plastic bag. Repeat steps 4 and 5 and step 6. Use a kitchen sieve. I don't know what the hell that is.
Yeah, I don't even know.
To into finer particles. Rub the dust. Put the ball into a clean plastic bag to draw out water. Then continue and repeat steps 7 and 8. Polish the ball gently with a soft cloth. Cheap tights work. And then step 10 is you enjoy the ball. Like that. I don't know. I feel like it's a lot of like 2 steps where you go back and forth a lot. You literally put the ball in some plastic twice. You're removing some rocks and impurities out of it. My question with a lot of these is, how do you get into, like, how do you just say, you know what, this is what I'm doing? But like, imagine you're not looking for anything. You're like, you just like, you know what, I'm gonna polish some dirt. Yeah. Like,
the only thing I can think of is like, if they were a professional like polisher or something, and it's like they have nothing else to do. It's like, you know what? I'm gonna try this shit.
I mean, I guess you can theoretically polish it because people polish glass. You know what I mean? Like old glass bottles.
Oh.
Like, or like people collect, you know, like how there's glass bottles on like beaches. Sometimes the water will. Are you about to yawn? You're trying to hold back a yawn. I saw it.
I did.
Yeah, I saw it. Don't do it again.
It's late.
Yeah, stop.
It's getting late.
Yeah, well. But no, sometimes people will like collect. They'll collect bottles from like on oceans, like stuff like that, because the water from it like kind of like smooths over the glass.
Yeah.
And so like it ends up looking really pretty because it has a different type of texture to it from the sand. You're okay. Whatever, man. we'll move on. We'll move on. Okay, you're next. You're
Wait, the bottle of sand. What about it?
Oh, nothing.
It has a different texture with sand.
Yeah, I was just going on a different tangent.
I just didn't know that's what. Yeah, I just didn't know that happened.
Whatever, man.
Okay, we'll move on.
I don't want to talk about it anymore.
Quidditch. Now, for all the Harry Potter fans, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Quidditch. And you
were kind of up in a frenzy about this one.
Yeah, I didn't want to say it because I like Harry Potter, and if Quidditch was ever real,
it is real. It's real. The people have a hobby where they do Quidditch. That's where they play Quidditch.
Cool. But
why did you hesitate?
I did not hesitate, but I'm saying like I just have so many questions. Okay, like
list off so many questions.
Okay, first of all, before anything, is this a weird hobby? I don't
consider it. I don't consider it a weird hobby.
Okay, so I have a lot of questions. That's the thing. Like,
are you being insensitive? Are you being insensitive?
Yes.
You're like, I don't give a fuck.
Yes, I'm being insensitive because people have the right to do whatever they want.
Yeah,
and I accept that, and they should, but.
But don't do some weird ass shit.
But I have my right to my own opinion too. Like,
okay,
bro. All right, let's show the picture. Right, you show the picture
right there.
Look at them brooms, bro. Look at them brooms. Like, it just looks ratchet, bro.
What does ratchet mean? Why does it look ratchet to you though?
Huh?
Why does it look ratchet to you?
Cause, bro, like, why? Because compare the Harry Potter brooms,
okay,
to that.
Yeah, but you're talking about a.
I know, but I'm just, I guess I just want Quidditch to be left alone in Harry Potter. It's crazy how Hogwarts Legacy doesn't have like a Quidditch, game to it.
Do you think that's because they wanted to stay? It wanted to be Harry Potter, but without the name of Harry Potter.
Who?
Hogwarts Legacy.
Yeah, but Quidditch is part of Hogwarts.
Yeah, I
mean, they have the stadium in the game.
Oh, they do. Oh, okay, so
you could fly with your broom. You
just can't play that.
It's a cool ass game. I love that game, but you can't play Quidditch. Like, bro, everything is set for Quidditch, but it's not. It would have been dope to just either have matches against a computer or matches against another player.
Maybe they didn't have enough time.
I know, but
who was the studio that made it? Do you remember? I'm going to look it up because you don't know. You're not a true Harry Potter fan.
How's that not a true Harry Potter fan?
Because you would know who developed this game.
I don't know. Now I'm curious. But anyways, I just think Quidditch is not. You know what? I'm not gonna say anything.
Avalanche Software, Shiver Entertainment.
That sounds right. Avalanche.
I don't.
That sounds right. But all right, the main reason I'm questioning like the snitch. Like, is the snitch like a remote control drone or something like that? Like, who's catching the snitch?
What is this? I don't know what that. Like, I don't know pretty much anything about.
Okay, so the snitch
Harry
is
Potter.
like this golden.
Oh, the golden ball. That
yeah,
with the
and
wings
it's just
on it.
flies around, and
Okay.
like whoever catches that basically wins the game.
Well, I think in this case they probably just throw around a ball.
That's not Quidditch.
It is.
Anyways, I'm being insensitive, but I would like to know more about it. Maybe it's like, damn, like maybe I'm shocked that I didn't know about this, and I kind of want to try it. Maybe there's a deeper feeling in there.
Could you swallow your pride and ride on a broom to play Quidditch, or could you do it?
Yeah.
You're laughing right now,
bro. All right, bro. Look at the picture, bro. Look how serious they taking it.
But you said in another podcast episode, you're like, I'm a competitive person. You said this.
I would be competitive as fuck.
Yeah.
I would.
Yeah.
I would ride the shit out of that, bro.
You would probably have the best broom. You would have the best broom.
The Nimbus 2000.
Flying Nimbus 2000.
Damn. All right. Yeah.
There you go. All right. Well,
now you.
I think this is my last one, actually.
Yeah, that's my last one.
That was your last one?
Yeah.
Was that 5?
Yeah, it was 5.
Was that 5?
Yeah, 3rd.
Oh, okay.
Oh, no, it wasn't. No, it wasn't.
Oh, I have 2 more.
I have 1 more.
So we'll speed this process up. Train surfing. Not all that weird. I picked that one because like out of the 51 list, I was like, I mean, some of these were like, nah, I'm not. Me personally, I'm not going to do them. Mm-hmm. So I was like, like I don't know if I would. There was soap carving and there was just carving in general. I think soap carving, like the results are cool. Yeah. I don't think I had like that patience and like the finesse for soap carving.
Yeah,
and carving in general.
I feel like it would be cool as shit.
Yeah, but like some of the people who made some soap carving stuff looks really, really dope. But train surfing, I mean, I don't know. I feel like that's pretty simple to do. I feel like it's not like, I'm sure there's an art to it. But I feel like
you just get up in the train.
You just kind of run up to a train. You have to have some type of athleticism.
Yeah.
And you don't want to get crushed by the train while it's moving.
Okay.
So just run up and grab on and you ride it for a little bit. But the thing is, like, my question is, where do you go?
I was just about to say that.
How far do you go?
I was just about to say that.
Yeah.
Like, what if you go to another town?
He's like, damn, now I gotta walk all the way back. Hey, mom, can you pick me up?
Yeah, but like that, people. So
actually, you could do like a whole event, like a whole day with that, because like you and your friends could jump on, like your community could jump on, and you can go to the next town over, wherever it's going, and then like you can kind of just like explore.
I wonder if that's the whole thing, because like this train surfing is like, I wonder if that's the whole thing.
Yeah. You just kind of go with friends. You kind of explore. You get to see like a whole bunch of scenery. You get to relax. Maybe you bring some like snacks and drinks and you ride it.
Look at that.
Yeah.
We're about to train surf.
I'm doing it tomorrow. Yeah, I'm doing it tomorrow. I have it set up. I actually got shoes. See
everything.
The thing with like a lot of these hobbies or these very specific hobbies, like they don't have specific equipment for them. I mean, like I'm assuming for corn piercing,
you just need your body.
Yeah, you need your body. But like corn piercing, I think quarter piercing. Like I think
you corn.
Yeah,
you've been saying it. I think
quarter. I meant quarter piercing. Like I think you need a specific tool for that. I don't even know what you use for that.
You have to,
because I mean you can't use like scissors or something like that.
No, bro,
like
I do it with my teeth.
Man, I do it with my hands because I'm a man. But like, I would assume you need some like specific tools for that. Anyway, and my last one, because I'm gonna and then you can read over your last 2. Military helmet collection.
Oh, I forgot you put that one down.
That's kind of dope.
That would be dope, especially going through the ages. Yeah.
It's that I don't think it's all that abnormal. I don't think it's really unusual or weird.
You don't think?
By the way, there's the images.
So you think like there's like a good amount of people doing it? I can see it. Maybe like military people. Was that a yawn?
No, bro. I don't do yawns. Bro, it's late. This is literally our 5th podcast episode in like 2 hours.
Don't lie to yourself.
We sat here from 7 o'clock to what is it? 10:30, and then we started recording because we were just talking. Because a lot of times we're catching up.
So we have a podcast that is not recorded, and we just talk and talk and talk.
Yeah. Let us know if you guys want to hear that conversation now, because it can be kind of all over. It's all over the place, deep, but anyway, it's cool. Military helmets, to your point, you can kind of see like the history of like how they were formed. I wore a military helmet.
You're a war hero.
I am. Yeah.
I
got a Purple Heart.
No, he don't. No, he don't.
Look, I'm sorry.
That's no joke.
If people, I'm sorry. If you're offended by that joke, you're on the wrong podcast.
Bro, facts.
100%. But I wore a one helmet. One of my friends' brothers was in the military, and he had a helmet. That shit's heavy. Yeah, it's heavy as hell. Yeah. Shit. But I mean, I guess it has to be if it's trying to block a bullet from flying into your head.
Yeah, and I seen videos like they testing out like a football helmet and like different kind of helmets. It's compared to like a military helmet.
Yeah. And crazy. So what's the consensus with that?
Obviously, the military helmet is like a lot stronger.
No way. I wouldn't. Obviously. Yeah. What's your last two?
And actually, my last one.
Oh, last one. I thought you said two.
No, lied. I did. Okay, I did element collecting, pocket cottages, stone skipping, Quidditch. Now I have one more.
Okay.
So and that one more is competitive duck herding.
Competitive.
Okay. Bro, that's weird. That's weird and unusual.
That is weird. So you're gonna bring that one up. You can talk about that one. I just want to throw this one. Well, I'll throw it out as bonus. Mm-hmm. Bonus content.
Bonus.
Extreme ironing.
Oh, bro, I can't believe you didn't say that. I thought you was gonna. That was gonna be one of yours.
Well, I picked these based on like what I think I would do, not
what I could see you. It's like extreme,
bro. No, but anyway, duck herding. I just don't. How do you get into?
I don't know. You know, there wasn't a lot of information about it, but like competitive duck herding, bro. Like you just run around and have some ducks follow you around and.
Well, I guess ducks do ducklings. They do print on like people. They can't print. You know what printing means?
No,
I think that's the term. Basically, like you know how like the duckling will think that you're its mother.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It'll in printing. Sorry, not
dude.
Printing.
That's kind of rough though.
What do you mean?
Like you see yourself as a competitive herder, and then ducks are just like thinking, yeah, this is mom.
Hey yo, ma.
That'll be cool though.
Yeah, but no, I'm assuming that's how it works. I mean, we're probably spreading misinformation.
I know, but hey, these are unusual and weird hobbies, so it's like you guys could look them up for yourself too. I mean, this is just like kind of like an overview. Now imagine, like, you see somebody going hard as fuck, like trying to herd some ducks, you know? Bro, you have to have some type of love for ducks, bro. Right, bro. Like, you have to love ducks.
Here it is. This is
Was I completely wrong?
This is how to herd your ducks. Okay. Should I read? I feel like this is a lot to read. Want your ducks to go straight. This is like step 6. Okay, so okay. I'm jumping ahead. So if you guys want to read this and actually are interested in this, tyrantfarms.com. This is how you do it. Want your ducks to go straight ahead? Go back and forth with your stick, right, left, while walking forward.
Oh, this shit's serious.
Once they get moving, you can just pull the stick up to your center. Step 7, if you want your ducks to slow down or stop, simply put the herding stick behind your back and also stop moving forward yourself.
See, bro, I'm dumb as shit. Like, this is crazy.
I didn't even know there was a stick involved with this. Like, this is, my brain is just like all over the place. I'm like, how? I'm not saying how in the sense of like, who would come up with this? But like, how do you figure out that
how it's developed?
Yeah. It's like, you know what? I'm going to sit down and think of duck herding. I'm going to do that. Like, or maybe like, I think it's just by accident. You're like, oh, this is kind of fun. You know what I mean?
Duck. Yeah, but like, do you make them like go up the ramp and shit? Like dog shows? See, I have a lot of questions. I don't mean to be disrespectful or anything. Like
you're being.
I know it sounds like that. But like, I'm truly interested. Like, if I have a friend that's like, yeah, I'm into duck herding, I'm like, yeah, I want to see that. You know?
Let me see the video.
Yeah, let me see that because I never had that experience.
I'll pop it up right there if I can find a video, which I'm sure there's tons of videos.
And the thing is, bro, I low key respect that more than, for example, snowboarding. Why? Because, bro, for you to get into duck herding, right?
Okay.
something had to happen. Like there was a close friend. Like there was an unusual. I feel like there was I just want to hear your story.
I don't think for everybody it's like something crazy. I think they just really like ducks, and they're just like, kind of want to hurt them. I don't know.
That's crazy. I see. I want to hear from the person. Like I would love to like hear about it.
I can only speculate. A lot of our like wonder is just speculation. So it's like, I mean, you can't really do much of that. Yeah. But it's just commentary on like some of these. But rapid fires. Just to read off of our list, I'll read off mine really quick so you guys have these. So I picked yarn bombing, quarter piercing, train surfing, dirt polishing, and military helmet. Yes. So those are my 5.
Mines were element collecting, pocket cottages, competitive duck herding, stone skipping, and Quidditch.
Quidditch. And you're picking up Quidditch tomorrow.
Yep. Quidditch at 5.
Well, if you guys really want, Pedro will post a video in the next 5 podcast episodes.
In the next 5 podcast episodes, I'll be on vacation.
You're like, I can't do no Quidditch when I'm on vacation. Okay, when you come back from vacation, study up on it. We'll get a video out of Pedro doing Quidditch. Okay,
it's gonna playing Quidditch. Crazy.
Unfortunately, there is no Quidditch on the ending of the LeisureHub podcast.
No.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us on the latest episode of the LeisureHub podcast. We have been your unusual hosts, Justin and
Pedro.
Thank you.
I got it.
I'm saying it first. I say it first.
I got it.
Then
nope.
I'm just trying to leave.
Whatever.
I'm just trying to leave the show.
We can leave it.
No, leave. I'm trying to direct it.
Leave it.
No. So just let me wrap it up.
Let you like a wrap? Like
no, let me finish.
Oh, okay.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. We'll catch you on the next one. Stay fresh, stay unusual, and stay interesting. Enjoy your interesting hobbies, because we would love to hear about them.
Oh, facts.
All right. Peace.
I like it. Stay unusual.
Yeah. All right. Peace.
We already unusual though. Peace. Leave?
No. You gotta stay.